Hey guys, Toaster back. Been kind of not making videos for a while. Have been acing tanks, but just have not been making videos. And decided I'm going to go ahead and try and ace one. This is the STA2. Actually, I didn't just try to ace one. I'm just trying to play, blow off a little steam. And so this was a good game, and it was an ace tanker. And so you'll want to pay attention to the Progetto on our team. His real name is Purple Potato, and he is in the Progetto 46, and his name is Schmeshnik in this game. So we are on Empire's Border, which isn't the greatest map for a tank that doesn't have a lot of armor, but we'll try and make it work here. And so we're just going up to kind of the standard medium location, just to see if we can find anything, do anything up there. Sometimes they won't send anybody up there, and then you get a free route to flank the enemy. So apparently it's not the case this time. There is a Barask up here, and I did not figure out that I did not have enough gun depression there. So we're going to go ahead and chance a shot on us from the Barask, and it bounces. We're going to get a few bounces today. So I like to push these bushes down because they give you kind of first shot advantage in most cases. And this gun, I don't know, it aims fast, but it's not always the most accurate. So anyway, just kind of a standard game here, but I'm looking and I'm seeing there is a lot of stuff here. Compared to what our team has. And you can see behind me that Gasor is falling back, and I foolishly pull up and take a hit. So we're going to go ahead and get unlit before we actually decide to run away, but we are going to run away bravely to fight another day. So look at all those red tanks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, I think. And so we were careful not to knock down the tree. But you're going to see some of my expert driving skills here as I'm thinking about what to do next. I'm looking at the map and trying to figure out what to do. And thankfully the Scorpion G figures out that it's time to go. So that's good. And we do get lucky at even staring right at the rock. But we do get lucky that the ELC does not spot us out, which kind of slows down the push just a little bit. And that gives us enough time to kind of get away here. So we are going to try and bleed them a little bit when they come in. So we're going to kind of go up here in this position and see what we can do here. We do hit one blind shot in this game. And I'll tell you when it happens, basically. So we have great view range. I mean, that's the advantage of this tank. It has good view range. It has very good DPM, but it's a medium that only has 240 alpha, and that kind of hurts it when you're facing Barasks and Progettos and all the other tanks, that the new AAT60 or whatever it is. So I think we do hit a blind shot on this guy. We try to guess where the guy is, and then we're going to keep backing up because we have no help. So I thought about turning and trying to help this Scorpion G, but he is just surrounded by guys. So I decide that discretion is the better part of valor, and off we go. So you're going to want to watch the second game. There are 2 aces in this game. The Progetto also aces. And this dude, I watched his replay. He is friggin' good. So I know I'm running through the buildings, but I'm trying to get my turret turned. And unfortunately, you can't turn your turret and look at the same time. So at least how mine is set up. So we do get spotted here, but now we're going to be in this position for a while. It is 5-9, and we're just attempting to put in some shots. So, and fortunate for us, These guys can't see us in this position. So, and their blind fires are coming in. But we're gonna do a little farming here. And if you let this gun sing, you can kill things fairly quickly. The good thing is that AT-60 does not have any armor whatsoever, so that's the good side of things. So we're just using bush mechanics. If you don't know, if you make it so that you can't see through the bush, then basically you gain the camo of that bush. And here comes our buddy, as it were, in this game. Purple Potato, and he is just putting the hurt on that lance. And so you'll see how he moves, and it's just kind of crazy. I missed a chance at a shot there because I am not quite that skilled, but we're gonna go ahead and back this guy up as much as possible. It is still 8-12, and we are doing our best to kind of get shots where we can. So you go, okay, you got 1,800 damage. All right, that's fine. And it just so happens that I push forward at the exact right time, and the CS-53 is just dead set on shooting this Progetto. So we'll take the shots. So my spider senses are kind of tingling, and then the artillery takes a hit, which tells me that somebody is pushing in. I just don't know who. So it's 11-13. We're still way on the back foot. They got double the hit points we do, and but this guy is going to donate all of his hit points. Not all to us. Potato's going to get some shots as well, but this is overconfidence right here. His tank is very good, but it's not good enough to just drive in against two medium tanks. You will pay the price. And we do take him out. So there's an STRV somewhere, and then there is a Kanonen Jagdpanzer and the artillery, which hasn't really shot at us. So it's very fortunate that the S1 parks behind a wreck where he can't get a shot on me. And we're gonna go ahead and load some gold rounds and try and get some shots on him, because we do have heat for our gold rounds, and that will help penetrate the S1. And so I'm willing to take a hit, but it ends up we don't have to, and he is running for his life. And rightly so. A Progetto is a dangerous tank at the end of the game, because as we see the Kanonen Jagdpanzer, and it's the 105 variant, because it's got 720 alpha in effect, and this Kanonen is realizing the error of his ways, because his S1 just died within a few seconds there. So I do tell the Progetto I will take a hit, because he has 400 alpha and I have 750 hit points, and I also have a fire extinguisher, so truthfully, even if he sets me on fire, it's not that big a deal. So, and I want to win this game. This game has been pretty good. 3,600 damage, and so I am pushing in, and I am trying to make myself the object of desire for this Jagdpanzer, and he ends up getting taken out. So 2 mediums against a casemate is just not very fair. So 3,900 damage, and I noticed that he's on 8 kills, and I don't think that Purple Potato realizes 9 kills is a Pools medal. If I would have given him the 9th kill, he would have got a Pools medal, but nevertheless, he says don't worry about it, so I don't. And we're going to find the artillery here at the cap, and that will be basically the end of the game. Now, I am going to then show Purple Potato's game, and he's 3 marked with his Progetto 46, something that I haven't been able to do, and obviously extremely skilled with it. So we're able to get that final kill, and that is the end of the game. And what a game it was. I had people messaging me afterwards talking about what a great comeback that was. So let's go ahead and watch Purple Potato next. Okay, introducing Purple Potato. Here is his replay. He is 3 marked, and apparently he's pretty try-hard in this thing because he's got full gold loaded and he's got food running, which a lot of people run food, but most people do not run full gold. But however it works, he's going to go ahead and have a fantastic game, and we'll watch that game. I didn't want to show my end plates because it would show his end plates at the same time. It's always funny when you come in second place with an ace tanker, and that's exactly what I did here. He had more base XP. I didn't really look to see how much, but he had more base XP, and he's just coming to a nice ambush position, and waiting for tanks basically. So it's going to be a little bit slow until we kind of get together again, but he plays a little bit of a harder game in my opinion because he is fighting against heavies, and not only that, he does this the entire time. He just penned that guy, looked like through the turret to me. So I didn't not know that was possible. I'll have to look on Watt GG and see Tanks GG and see if that's possible or if that's just maybe he actually hit the cupola. My eyes might be deceiving me. So there's only one Artie, and that probably plays a factor of why he's here, because he realizes that he's not likely to be targeted with the Artie. And I'm kind of surprised he didn't take that second shot, but he did let him use his kit, and so now he is facing a BZ. He fires 2 shots, no pens. Big surprise there, right? That's a beautiful shot against the S1, though. That is the disadvantage of using APCR, is that it does not get as much normalization, and so I would assume that it's a little more difficult to penetrate like an S1, something really sloped. So, but he's coming in, and he has seen that the BZ has fired, and he smells blood in the water, and here we go. Looks like the upper plate up. He goes for the upper plate and gets a shot in. So he's up to 700 damage and a kill, so that's good. Meanwhile, you can see me on the map running away bravely, because that's what I intend on doing. And there's a point right here where he has a little respite, and he's going to pull up here, and I can see he's reading the map and realizes, uh-oh, we better push back to cap. And he does it at the right time, because if he had waited much longer, then I'm not sure I could have held back all of those tanks. So it's still not that bad. You know, it's 5-6. They do have a 3,000 hit point advantage right now, which is not great. And this Iron Arnie, I looked up his stats. He is a Unicum as well, or it looks like. He's got over 10,000 WTR. So he does decide to help out. But I think he goes through the middle, so we don't really see him much. So it's now 5-8. We are about 5,000 hit points down at this point. So And there's good old Toaster going to hide. So I didn't honestly think that what he was doing was a good idea, but when you see how he moves his tank and the things he does, I think you're going to find that he does a fantastic job. And I don't know why the ELC would have pushed like that, but he does. And he's got exactly 2 shots and is able to take him out. So that's obviously helpful. And then when this Lanson pushes up, this is where it gets a little bit wild, in my opinion. Yeah. The auto aim is good. He's just dancing around these guys. They can't get a shot on him. Pretty funny. So now it's 8-12, and we're still 2,500 hit points down. So this is why I thought it might be a nice comeback. And that AAT60 has figured out that that Purple Potato here is an auto reloader. Good call. Good prioritization there to take out the Lanson. And just dancing around those buildings. That was really impressive. I wish I was that good with my tank. So he knows it's best to stick together, and he's telling me to fall back, but I saw the Artie get hit, and so I didn't want to fall back and not spot these guys coming in. It's a good thing I did, because this Kari, he just pays the price for pushing in. I did not know you could pin a superstructure there, but apparently gold rounds do a lot of good. So there's Toaster picking up his first kill of the game. If he had not pushed up like that, we might have lost this. In fact, I would probably say we probably would have lost it. So he's trying to get an angle, but the guy's behind a rack, so that's why he can't get the angle that he wants. And notice he's always doing something. He's putting down some cover for himself in case he gets flanked. And he's telling me, of course I didn't see it in the game because I wasn't paying attention, to be honest, but he's telling me that this guy could be behind us. And I do read the mini-map, so I mean there is that. I did react fairly quickly to this, but his position and his ability to keep cover between him and the other flank is basically what saved him, because he does not have enough hit points to take a hit, I don't think. I think that does a flat 400 average, and so it's a 50-50 roll of whether he's gonna die. And I'm not certain why, I mean, maybe he can tell me in the comments. I did tell him that I was going to make this into a video, but I don't know why he knew that he could just keep pushing. I mean, it looked like the guy was running, and maybe the fact is that the guy, he knew the guy had to run or he was dead. So he hears the shot, and he's able to get a shot into the side, and then another shot in, and that basically wraps up his game. So we'll fast forward this because you've already seen kind of the end of it. But I wanted to show his whole replay as well because it just felt like a random teammates doing great things together, and it's always fun when that happens. That's always what you're after. Sorry if this is making you sick, but anyway, it's always what you're after in World of Tanks, in my opinion. So that is the end of his replay. Let's go ahead and look at the after action report for each of us. Okay, here we are at the after action report for me. I got an ace tanker, I got a Confederate, and I got a high caliber out of that. And then let's sort this by XP, because we don't want to, this is purple potato here, but anyway, I got 1,321 base XP, but I didn't get 8 kills, and I did beat him on damage just barely, but he did the lion's share of the killing, and also he was up front, kind of being a target, so I could shoot for free. So appreciate that, purple potato, if you're watching. 26 shots, 21 hits, 19 pens, 4,100 damage, and 1,000 block by armor, which is pretty good for the STA. And then we got 535 assists. I do have a premium account right now, 96,000 credits and 2,100 total XP. So let's go ahead and look at purple potato now. Okay, here we are with purple potato. He got an ace tanker. He also got a Radley Walters and a Top Gun out of this for his 4,153 damage, 8 kills, and 1,535 base XP. He hit 29 fired 29 shots, hit 24, and penned 21. That's very similar to my stats there. And he only got 31 assists, which is kind of weird because he was up front there towards the end. So maybe I was just too close and scooping up my own assist there. So anyway, 45,000 credits. He burned a lot of ammo, and 127,000 credits. Dang. And then also received 3,685 XP total. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for playing with me. If you've watched this potato, thanks again. That was an epic game. It's the ones we always live for. And we will catch you guys next time. Tonester out.